Have you ever driven down a country road at night and you suddenly realize that the oncoming traffic headlights are a little blurry? And you know it's not because you're not wearing your glasses or your contact lenses. Cataracts. Well, that's what happened to me. I was driving at night and the headlights of the oncoming traffic were so blurry that I had to pull over. About 4 years ago at my annual eye exam, my optometrist said he hesitated to call it a cataract yet, but he saw something starting to grow on my left eye. He said it would be about 3 more years before I'd be ready for surgery. Then I had to have my eyes examined at the DMV to renew my license. Well, guess what happened? My left eye didn't pass. They sent me home with a form to take to my optometrist to have him fill out, verifying whether or not I could see through my left eye. I have been seriously nearsighted since I was a small child. I'm that nearsighted. Well, obviously at that point I decided it was time to have the cataract surgery. I have to be honest, I was nervous. Anybody would be, right? If you wear bifocal glasses or contact lenses, which is what I wore, there is a period of adjustment. And it's not a physical adjustment so much as it is your brain gets rewired to focus in 2 different places at different times. You focus when you're seeing distance, and then you focus a different way when you're seeing up close. I was able to do that with contact lenses very successfully for about 15 years. Conventional lens implants are monofocal, which means they only correct for distance vision. Well, my surgeon told me that they have a multifocal lens very similar to the contact lenses that are the bifocal contact lenses. And what those lenses do is you can focus far away, mid-range, and close up. Intraocular lenses is what they're called. Intraocular lens, intraocular lens. Try saying that more than 2 times. I had to go in for a thorough eye exam, including having my eyes dilated, which I have avoided for years because I always had a problem with feeling lightheaded whenever my eyes were dilated. I think, as it turned out, that might have been more of a mental thing for me because I didn't end up having that problem when I had the surgery. There are 2 downsides with having the multifocal lenses. First one is they cost more. They cost at least a couple of $1,000s more per eye. So that's a consideration. And the other thing, if you have the multifocal lenses, is that you get a little bit of what they call a halo around lights, like lights in the evening. Tiny little lights, not the big lights. But for me, that was a good trade-off. I went ahead and had the multifocal lenses. I was a great candidate for it, and that's what I did. I did have an IV with the medication that relaxes you, so honestly, by the time I was wheeled in to have the surgery, I was feeling okay about it. Who doesn't want to be loopy when they're having eye surgery? The nurse came into the room and told me that she was going to put dilating drops in my eyes. Then my surgeon came in and said, well, we're about ready to do it. And the last thing he put in my eyes right before they wheeled me out of there to go to surgery was this gloppy stuff. It didn't hurt, it was just weird. It was like putting some kind of gel in your eyes. I think it was the numbing medication. I'm not positive about that one. But anyway, he said, let's go. And they wheeled me into the operating room. And I remember just, it's a combination of being ready to have these cataracts taken care of. I knew they weren't going to go away. The alternative was to go blind eventually, basically. Well, not technically blind, but to have the cataract grow so large that it's like having a thick film over your eye, I guess, eventually, and you can't see very well at all. And the other thing is I do my research. I make sure that, first of all, I go with referrals from my medical experts that I go to. Also, my doctor had told me it was only a 15-minute surgery. So, you know, it's like, okay, I think I can get through 15 minutes. I remember when he told me during the surgery that he had removed the lens, my natural lens that had the cataract. He said, "There goes the cataract." I think he said at that point we were about halfway done. So that was just a few minutes into the surgery. Then he told me that he was about to put the implant in. And what I remember is seeing, I could see it as it was coming over my eye. Now, I can't say that I saw my corrected vision with the lens because there was so much other stuff in my eye, but I remember being conscious of the fact that it was being put over my eye. The next thing I remember, he said, "We're done." We were done. How exciting was that? Before I left the operating room, a nurse put a patch over my eye. Not a sexy pirate patch. It was an ugly metal patch that I had to wear for 3 nights to protect my eye. I wanted the big reveal to be a special moment. I was 20/800 was my vision. I needed to have that moment by myself. I did peek. There are little holes in the ugly, non-sexy pirate girl patch that I could see through. And I kind of peeked a little bit, and I could actually see through this tiny little hole. Anyway, I took off the patch. It is like a miracle. My surgeon told me that I was in pretty much the 1% of all nearsighted people who are able to be corrected with contact lenses or glasses. I now have 20/25 vision. I'm thrilled. I have no regrets about having the surgery. So that's why I love my cataracts. Well, the cataracts I used to have. If it wasn't for the surgery, I wouldn't have the excellent vision I have today. I hope that my story has encouraged you if you're on the fence about getting cataract surgery or you're just looking for more information. I hope it helped. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. I'll be making a new video every week. Bye.